Evening folks, evening, welcome back to the channel. Another night of ring calf action for you lot tonight. So it's GT3 class or GR3 class races, all from Nurburgring Nordschleife, not quite sure. Okay, looks like we're set up for 3 laps sessions tonight, which should give you about 4 races. They have been changing the format over the week, so I never know what to expect when I turn it on, but looks like we've got practice straight into race 1 tonight, no qualifying. So it's probably going to be, the first race will be set by driver order, driver standard if you like, driver rating, and then everything else after that should be reverse grid, but we'll see how we get on. Again, they've been changing the format, so it confuses me sometimes when I come in and see it's like half an hour race or something like that. So stickers still available, people. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those. And let's get ourselves into this lobby. Evening, people. I've put the camera back. I've put the camera back over there. It was doing my head in right here. I didn't like it in front of me, so I'll put it back over here. So it's not there anymore. Oh, it's here. But that's it. Sound on. Yes, good. So anyone listening, just let me know the sound's coming through. Hello from Old Fiction 2. Evening. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you on the stream. Are you in the lobby? Can't see Old Fiction. A couple of new drivers tonight. Oh no Old Fiction. Not driving tonight, are you? Okay. Who do you think is going to take the wins tonight? I suppose it depends who stays in the lobbies. Drivers come and go. Twirly Mammoth, new driver, Danish. We've got Speedy, Orveta, Mateus, Percente, I'd not seen before. See how he gets on. I think everybody else is a pretty much regular Taranto GT, so I have not seen him either. So we'll see. First race is at 5 past, so we've got a couple of minutes to wait. But we are ready to go whenever you guys are. No, you're not in the lobby. Sound on YouTube. Yes, it is, Mattis. Pack it in, you. Right, that's it. Mattis gets no live coverage tonight. He's denied. Not for you. Where is he? Where is he? I'm going to turn the sound off every time we go on to Mattis. Baker Sound Experience. Evening. Are we here to support anyone in particular, or are you just here for the crack? It should be some good racing. It's a fair few of the regular drivers in tonight. Bondo, we've got a few more in there. We've got Piwo, Twirly Mammoth, new driver. Taranto, new driver. Whitty, he's a stalwart. We might not see him cross the checkered flag, but fair play, Whitty. Speedy Double XL, he's a regular. Singularis, regular. Okay, we're starting from the top again. Frontsau, yeah. Mar, yeah. Vectra, yes. Bondo, yes. Percente, sorry, a new driver, so we'll check him out. He's killer regular. Mattis not getting any sound coverage tonight. Might not give him any live coverage because he's being cheeky. Singularis, he's a regular. Speedy Double XL, and the rest we've been through. Ah, Jesus. Jesus! Even though his name's not actually Jesus, but that's what I've named him, so it's stuck. He's joined the lobby as well. So yeah, it's usually a good bunch of decent driving in here. Obviously, new drivers aside, we don't know, no offence to you guys, we don't know what you guys are like at all. So, race 1 is just around the corner. It should be, it's going to be still 3-lap races. He's not changed anything in the settings. It should be start by driver order, driver rating. So it should all be the AS drivers at the top. A plus S, look, there we go. So front house should lead us out for race 1. And then after race 1, everything should be reverse grid from first race. So that's the format. Tyre wear is on, as is fuel depletion, so it does mean a little bit of strategy is involved, I think. Anyway, I've not actually checked the lobby tonight, but usually there's a little bit of strategy involved, so it might mean a couple of laps on a medium or a hard tyre, and then a single lap on a set of softs, depending how they've got the lobby set up tonight. Again, they change it an awful lot, so I don't always keep up with every change. Sound's coming through all right. Tell me the sound's coming through all right. I have turned it on. I've not got it on the stream because it interferes and makes things go a bit wobbly. Right. Let's get race 1 underway then. Lights on already. It's a little bit of a slow start from a couple of drivers there. Oh, Frontow gets the tail out properly off the start. Almost has Mark coming up the inside. Let's just have a quick flick through. Oh no, we have got drivers backwards already. Who's that's Mattes driving. No sound for you. We're not giving him any coverage. We will. Oh no, Swirly Mammoth's got 4-second penalty. All kicked off already at the first few corners. Matt is still running slowly. He's been tangled up with Jesus and possibly Whitty. He's got damage on the front end as well. That's why Mattis is running slow, giving those boys a chance to get the positions back. The front tower leads us out. Mart, hot on his tail though, has dropped him by a second. 2 BMWs just getting away from Hopkind in the Porsche in third. Risks it through there, a couple of wheels on the grass. Sente then, again, new driver to the lobby. Seems to be holding his own at the minute in 4th. Again, he's got good driver rating. He started well. Oh, his killer gets a slide on through there. Bondo tries to make a move past, and unfortunately he tags a wing on the rear end of Ace Killer. Oh no! And that's just caught Piwo. Yeah, I thought it was Piwo in the pink Renault. Bondo. Yeah, just going for a little bit of a move on Ace Killer there. Just got tangled. Ace Killer gained control of it, and there was nowhere for Bondo to go. Taranto then in 11th. Swirly Mammoth with an even bigger penalty now. It's 4.5 seconds, not 4. Jesus back past Mattis. That must have been those two that got tangled up, and Whitty now repaired and can go full tilt. Alright, maybe we haven't got tyre wear and fuel depletion on. I'm not seeing anywhere on tyres, and I'm not seeing any usage on fuel either. Oh, look at the chaos through there. Ace Killer gets himself past Percente into 4th then. Gets himself past the Lamborghini. Oh, it looks maybe a little bit of glitching. Your Vate having a look at the inside as well. Gets through it. Oh no, there is some glitching going on. Your Vate getting tangled up with that one. Allows Singularis through, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's Percente that's jumping around the place. Speedy double XL then in 8th. Piwo back up to speed. And that little Renault sitting in 9th at the minute. Bondo as well, having a bit of an accident with Ace Killer in 10th. There is Taranto in 11th, also in that little Renault. Jesus in 12th. Got himself past Mattis now and can press. What's Mattis? Got a 3-second penalty. Whitty up into 14th. Oh, what's happened to Twirly Mammoth? Oh, he's got front and rear damage, unfortunately. That car's going to be running slow until it's repaired. And he's still got that 4.5-second penalty. He's got to lose. Oh, tail happy. So the traction control might not be on either. Look at this front tail now escaped from the clutches of Martin. 3.6 seconds up the road. Oh, there's Mart. He's had a little mistake somewhere. Being closed up by Vectra, but Vectra getting a bit wayward through that turn there. Stuck some wheels on the grass. Up towards the carousel then. So a lot of drivers opting not to go fully into this and dropping 2 wheels on top, 2 wheels on the actual banked corner. Chase on here though, but he has got a mirror full of Ace Killer. He has pulled himself away from Percente. Hot on the tail of the 3rd place driver. It's Porsche versus BMW. Just look like Mart's just starting to escape. It's Killer, nowhere for him to go at the minute, even if he did want to go for a move. Tricky part of the circuit. Switching from left to right as you fire through here. It can be done, but you've almost got to wait for a driver to make a tiny little mistake and stick a wing up the inside. You can see, look, he had a tiny brief look up the inside. Let's jump on board with him from his point of view. He is back behind the Porsche. Had a little look over the brow of the hill, but Popkind just had the advantage in terms of speed coming over the brow. Risking it again. Good exit there by Ace Killer. Now, oh, has a little look, gets a wing up the inside. Could have kept it in there. Popkind really should have backed off. Oh, Ace Killer pressing that BMW. Got to be careful. I see that as a bit of a penalty. He could just wait until the Dottinger straight. He's got plenty of time. Oh, yeah. Popkind almost sending it himself though. Just allowing Mark to escape again then. Fortunately, they're not closing up on Frontow. He's now 7.3 seconds on the road. He's absolutely stomped around lap 1. So there's no strategy involved. I'm lying to you completely. As I say, sometimes they change all the settings without my knowledge. It's not my lobby. I don't get to choose. Frontow's spanking it up the Dottinger then. Pulling more time, 8.4 seconds. So no strategy, just an absolute all-out blastathon then for race 1. Final turn. Cleanly through there, a little bit of jiggery shakery from the glitching. Right through there cleanly as well. Maybe made a tiny little mistake himself again, so the gap opened up between himself and Frontow. It also closed back up again between himself and Popkind. Unfortunately, Popkind's been overtaken by Ace Killer, the Dottinger, and the 2 BMW teammates. And look to press each other now. Oh no, Popkind gets a little bit too happy around that corner. Presses the throttle tiny bit too early, and around it went. Loses another position, down to 6th then. He's going to have dirty tyres, bit of damage to contend with. Bondo coming up on him pretty quickly as well. Porsche will repair itself, but it's going to take a few corners for that to happen. Oof, your Veta stretches the limits through there. So just have a quick look at your livery. What's that looking like? Oh, gone too far. Oh, we saw that last week. Thought it looked a little bit different. Sitting in 8th then, your Veta, 5 seconds behind Bondo. Got Speedy another 6 seconds behind him. Jamaican flag colours on that Lexus. Snake's heads on it. Jesus in 10th then. Taranto still 11th, but having a bit of a battle here with... it's not Whitty. Who is it? It's Mattes. Mattes just getting himself through then into 11th. Again, Porsche, popular car here. Taranto in the Renault. Oh, he's got the brake in wrong a little bit. A tiny bit too late. Gets onto the gravel at the hairpin. That's that battle over between him and Mattes. Whitty, unfortunately, 37 seconds behind him. Again, he's always at the back, Whitty, but he always sticks around. Front's out, pulling out more time up front then. 10.4 seconds over Mark. No, obviously no tyre wear and fuel consumption. That has surprised me, to be honest. Front's out, just putting on a show then. Nothing for him to worry about. Again, can just absolutely stomp this. He's killer. Oh, Mart gets happy in the BMW. Nearly lets go. He's going to give his teammate a little look down this. Yeah, that little short straight before the right-hander. He was just carrying enough speed to get past him. Into second he goes. Right, Mart just needs to stick on his tail then. Hold on to that slipstream. Loris now up into 4th. Potkind made all sorts of mistakes. He was all the way down in 7th then. He was 3rd, Potkind. Pivo climbing the order as well. Had a little bit of an incident early on. He's 5th. 18 seconds behind race leader, but still doing alright to climb back through the order. And a little bit of a battle on here with Singularis as well. France versus Germany here. Renault versus Porsche, heading towards the carousel. Oh, or maybe a little bit of glitching. There you go, Pivo, 2 wheels in, 2 wheels out. It's not helped him, he's lost time to Singularis, unfortunately. Proving pretty quick in that Renault, so we'll see. He should be able to close that gap up on Singularis. Still got another lap and a half. Oh, there's some glitching going on though. Rondo into 6th as well. Potkind again just having incidents and accidents. Falls a little bit further down the order into 7th. Now got your Veta chasing him down pretty rapidly in exactly the same car he's driving as well. Closing up as well, your Veta. Potkind, a little bit loose through there. Oh! All sorts of glitching. Is it my internet glitching? Your Veta having a look here at Potkind then, right behind the 7th place man. It's only the odd driver, it's not all the drivers, so it mustn't be my internet. Still your Veta stuck in that 8th position right behind Potkind. Porsche versus Porsche battle this time. Nice and smooth through there for your Veta. Not able to get it past Potkind yet though. Oh, Potkind getting it all wrong through the small carousel. Veta having to take a void in action, slowed him down. Potkind nearly sticks it in the grass through the swallowtail. Chases on then up the Dottinger straight. Should be able to make short work of him here with the slipstream as they work together. No, Potkind's not having any of that. We'll have your slipstream, he says. Maybe slingshot my way back past you before we get to the uphill part of this circuit. Side by side then, 7th and 8th. Potkind does just get himself back in front then. It's well played little move from him. He could have just stuck to the tail of your Vater there, hung on to the slipstream. But no, well, no. I'm having that position back, he says, and off he went. Okay, final lap of race 1. Let's have a flick through Frontsau. He's just had a little race of his own, really. Unfortunately, that doesn't give you much camera time, to be honest. 15 seconds up the road from anyone else. Tor Ace Killer in second. He's also, oh no, I've had incidents and accidents again, which I've missed. Ace Killer into second then. Piwo's dropped himself into third position in that Renault after mistakes in lap 1, or incidents in lap 1. Not too far off the back of Ace Killer. Let's see whether he can do anything with that before the end of this lap. Singularis as well is through to fourth. Mart has had another incident and dropped down to fifth position. 6, nearly 7 seconds behind Singularis. 5 seconds ahead of Bondo. He's got a little bit of time to play with. There is Mart just disappearing around the hairpin. There is Bondo. Hotkind another 4.5 behind him in 7th. Your Vater still tucked on his rear end, look, all the way around the hairpin. Absolutely bumper to bumper. Your Vater has a go at him now. Still can't get past. Headlights of your Vater's Porsche must be filling up the rear view mirror of Hotkind's Porsche. Doesn't want to hang about and wait to the Dottinger straight again and let Hotkind do the same thing. Got to make a move somewhere on this last lap. Jesus then in 9th. Again, getting tangled up in turn 1 with a couple of drivers. Jesus ended up a long way back, as did Mattis in 10th. Speedy Double XLs had a couple of nightmares as well, dropped himself all the way down to 11th. And Whitty still rolling about here in 12th. Nothing to report for Whitty. A little bit of damage early on in, well, it was lap 1, turn 1, I think. He got tangled up in the same incident as Jesus and Mattis. Yeah, unfortunately, those three just fell further and further back from the rest of the field. It's just all been about this man so far. Frontsau 1987. He spanked it. He's obviously the fastest driver. He's got the highest driver rating, that sort of thing. So he did start from the front of the pack, and he just stuck with it and pulled corner after corner. Unfortunately, Mart wasn't quite able to keep up. A couple of little mistakes set him back a couple of positions. Ace Killer is now way too far back to make any kind of impression on Frontsau's lead. Oof. See, glitching. What is going on, Gran Turismo? Yellow flags. Frontsau's binned it. Oh my god. Oh my god. It could all change right about now. Come on, time. Look at the time fall down to 3 seconds. 2.6 seconds. 2.5. Frontsau with front end damage. He's going to run that BMW a little bit slower than the competitor behind him. 1.6 seconds now the gap. Can Ace Killer get himself into slipstream range before the Dottinger straight? Frontsau will probably be fully repaired now, so he can get that BMW back up to full pace. Can he start pulling back away from Ace Killer though? That is the question. Gap at 1.6. Imagine that's made his heart pump a little bit harder, both of them, Frontsau and Ace Killer. Wheels on the grass all over the place from Frontsau. He's pushing it. Gap staying the same, 1.6, 1.5 seconds. Ace Killer making a tiny bit of time up. Uses it again back through there though. Gap opens up to 1.7 seconds. 9. He's well outside of slipstream range anyway. Frontsau is just managing to pull a tiny little bit of time over Ace Killer, corner after corner. Help him secure that lead in race 1. Now he's onto that, dotting a straight. No slipstream for Ace Killer. It's just an all-out punch all the way up this straight. There is Ace Killer then, 2.2 seconds behind. No slipstream for him unless you're under a second. So no chance he's catching up with Frontsau. Through the dip then, back up the hill through Animal Garden, Anthony's Ridge. Oh. Glitching catches me out. I think they've lost it. And across the line then takes the win in race 1 for Frontsau. Ace Killer, well pushed at the end, but not enough, unfortunately. Gap stretching back up to 3 seconds. Frontsau just couldn't find the time. Singularis taking 3rd then. Piwo coming home in 4th. Those two having a bit of a battle in the end. Piwo losing a position. Mark coming home in 5th. Incidents for him. Your Vader did finally get past. Oh no, what? Oh no. Has Potkind gone for a strategic crash into the wall? Your Vader takes 6th. Bondo is going to come home in 7th when the camera decides it's going to catch up. There he is. He's going to do it again for Jesus. Yeah, he takes 8th. Mattis comes home in 9th. Potkind Vector is parked up at the side of the track. Coming home in 10th position. So we can start at the front of the grid. So he comes home in 10th and Speedy will take 11th. Will we see Whitty? Just coming up to the swallowtail. Stop it, Whitty, stop it. Full power. I'll start throwing seats out the window to lighten the load. This might be the closest Whitty's ever got. Come on, Whitty. Come on. No. Oh, so close, Whitty. So close. Oh. Yeah, we've not seen him cross a. We've not seen him go through the checkered flag. I don't think ever. But he does. He sticks with it every single race. He's there for pretty much every night. You know, when we're running a lobby, he pretty much does every single race. So you've got to give him props for that. He sticks around. He's racing nobody most of the time, but you know, getting the laps in, getting the practice in. And there he is, Frontsau on that top spot. Then let's have a look at those results. There they are. Frontsau then takes race 1 lead. Ace Killer 2nd, Singularis 3rd, Piwo 4th, Mark 5th, Your Vader 6th, Bondo 7th, Jesus in 8th, got Mattis in 9th, Potkind 10th, Speedy 11th, Whitty in 12th, Taranto left, Twirly Mammoth left, and Percente left. Dunuffed. That's what they did. Are they still in the lobby? I've got a Mateus. We've got the Fister in the room. Who's this? Stop it. Volschleppmann. Stop it. Taranto's still here. He just didn't like race 1. So while we're just hanging about, let's have a quick look. They might change race settings while I'm doing this, so anything could happen. Yeah, no tyre wear, no fuel depletion. traction control prohibited. I didn't think there was traction control being used. Good. We don't like traction control. It's for the weak. No nitrous either. That's cheating. So next race at 33 minutes past. Let's see, what can, is Frontsau still in the room? Of course he is, he wants some more wins. So, should be reverse grid. As I've stated, they do like to change things. Damn it, Witty, that's right. Ah, you're so close, just coming up the hill. Oh, I bet you could feel it. I bet you could feel that checkered flag. Ah, poor guy. So it should, as I've just stated, it should be reverse grid. But there's no promises. Okay? It could be full tyre wear, it could be rain, it could be full damage. They could just change it completely up. It happens. So close, BMW GT. Oh. In fact, do I need to put that? I need to put that in there, don't I? Because Witty might not be watching the stream. He might not watch the stream. Oh, not Kleiss. Oh. Where's he gone? Where's the Witster gone? There he is. So close. Oh, so close, Witty. And you boys at the front, just slow it down a bit, right? So Witty's only got 45 seconds he's got to catch up, not a minute or whatever it is between the first person, because I'm sure that's what it is, when the first person crosses the line to when the last person, or you know, that's when the timer starts. Thank God for that. Can Nicked Fahren has left the room, whatever that name says. That Volksschmilzman, him. And every week, I'm praying for him. Just come on, Witty. He'll do it. He's getting better. He'll definitely do it. It takes an awful lot of time, as most of you know, if you've ever raced this track in these cars with, okay, maybe not with the no tyre wear and no fuel depletion, but without traction control. Pretty tricky to learn this track and get it reasonably good. Look at that. What was he? A minute behind. It's not bad. It's not bad after 3 laps with no traction control at this track. You've got to learn this damn track. I beg any of you that think this is easy, whatever lap times these boys are getting, tell me when you get 2 minutes within that. Again, with no traction control and all that, and I'll give you props. Taranto's left the room. Oh. Okay, race 2 about to get underway. Again, it should be reverse grid from race 1, but anything's possible. I'm drinking black coffee and I've got a Lucozade there because I've run out of Coke. Not run out of whiskey, just run out of Coke. Stay hydrated, people. Might not have had to if you were outside at all today in the UK. Absolutely tipped it down. Yesterday it did even more. Right, here we go then. Race 2, it is reverse grid. Popkind did cheat and get himself into third by hanging back on race 1. Witty, go, make that, what are you in, GTR, make that thing as wide as it possibly can, just block everyone for the first lap, just block them all, swerving, fend them off. How are we getting on? Everyone through there pretty cleanly. Ace Killer, fronts out, 11th, Singularis has been tangled up somewhere. Dropped to 12th position. Yes, Witty. Oh no, is that Jesus in the background? It been pinned into the wall. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh, there's a little bit of bumping and a barging going on. Where is he? The green Porsche. There he is. It is Jesus. He now finds himself at the back of the pack. That's 2 races he's been tangled up in the first few corners. He will not be happy in that green Porsche for sure. Yes, Witty, fend them off, bro. Got 0.6 of a second lead as well over Mattis. Make that GTR work, brother. Mattis in second then, struggling to keep up. Your Beta in third. Oh, hold on. Both of you off the track then for a split second. Witty leads. Mattis in second. Your Beta third. Then sparks all over the place from the cars chasing. Bondo fourth. 2 drivers fronts out, and was that Mar? It was Mark getting taken out by fronts out, side by side through the corner. Fronts out's BMW just drifted across the track, pushing Mark off. A flash of the lights there for Martin, not very happy at all. Fronts out, really, if you want clean racing, you shouldn't be stomping it off down the track. Piwo in 6th then, Ace Killer 7th, Singularis 8th, Mart all the way down to 9th. Now got Speedy XXL for company in the rearview mirror. Popkind in 11th, so the cheating didn't work in race 1. It's already second to last. Jesus in 12th. Damn it, Witty. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright. You led for half a lap. Led for half a lap, that's all that matters. Staying out of the way as Mark comes through. Knows he's running a little bit slower at the minute, Witty. No, your Veta's found himself in the Armaco as well. Mark goes through. Speedy goes through. Popkind goes through. Witty having a look as well. I don't think he's quite going to make it. Jesus has closed up on this pack as well. Look at this. There's a big pile of cars here now. Great exit there by Jesus, all over Witty. Witty's last. But we're not going to worry about that, we're not going to concentrate on that, because he's stomping it in the Nissan. Can Jesus close up on these boys here? They've got a little bit of a toe off that driver in front. Who's that up front? Is it Popkind? Some light on the throttle through there for Jesus, keeps himself in touch with Speedy and your Beta. It's a little bit of time upon them actually, nice through there as well. Oh, finds the gap, almost slots it up the inside of the pair of them. Side by side with Speedy XXL running up the hill. Oh no, Witty's got it wrong at the bottom of the hill, but we're not going to concentrate on that either. Oh, is that Speedy? No. Who's just gone backwards? Oh, there it is, Popkind Vectra. I thought I heard tyres squealing. Witty not leading. Mattis leading by a fair old margin as well, 2.8 seconds over Bondo. Porsche, always a favourite here, as is the BMW. Bondo then in second, fronts out through the pack. A little bit brutally from the incident with Mart. I've not seen what else has happened, if anything. Fronts out through to third though. taking shortcut. Singularis 4th in the Porsche, being chased by Ace Killer 5th. Evo in 6th. That little Renault not looking too bad at Nurburgring. Again, looks like we're having a no fuel depletion, no tyre wear race for race 2. Who knows though, they might have just turned weather on. Kicking off in front. Come on, Ace Killer all over the back of Singularis. Again, just a little bit of glitching going on. Fronts out in 3rd, just going around the swallowtail. Ace Killer still within tow range of that Porsche. Wow, who has got their car set up? Ace Killer, 0.4 of a second and closing on the Porsche. Not quick enough for his liking though. Will start to speed up as he gets a little bit closer. Don't know whether he's got enough to get past him. Maybe down the hill. Unable. Almost touching, coming through the S's, running up the hill. He's going to have to find another spot, Ace Killer. Oh, no he's not. Singularis getting the tail out a little bit in that Porsche and just gives Ace Killer the opportunity to slot one up the inside, or sorry, around the outside, and take that position off him. So back to the front, lap 2. No, Mattis, that's not the line. Mattis is leading 3.8 seconds. Will the pressure get to him? Fronts out. Winner from race 1, pushing in race 2 up into 2nd. 3.7 seconds back from Mattis. Still got Bondo for company. He's getting a little bit of a toe off him down this straight here. They are both closing up on Mattis in front. Oh, Bondo not so much now. He's just binned it. Come on, camera. He's falling down the order. There he is. Ace Killer goes through, then he finds himself in 3rd position. Singularis in 4th, then Pivo through into 5th. Bondo getting that car back up to speed. A little bit of damage on the front. He's going to run it a tiny bit slow. Veta and Mark closing up on him. He is just getting himself. Oh, he's off track through there as well. He'll have dirty tyres coming into this section. He's got to be careful. He's held onto it through there. Again, I was expecting those tyres just to catch him out. Oh, sorry, it was Jesus behind your Veta, not Mark there. Slightly further back. I saw the green car, I thought it was Mark. No. So I can imagine fronts out. He hasn't got that gap down really. 3 seconds still between Mattis and fronts out. Porsche hooking up round here. Now, not shifting, still 3.2 seconds. We have still got a lap after this. Hold this pace. Mattis might be able to take the win here. Frontsound's going to have to push really hard to bring that gap down if it stayed like that for so long. Ace Killer in 3rd, a long way back, 6 seconds from Frontsound. Singularis almost 2 seconds behind him, so no slipstream for him. Pivo closing up on Singularis, that's gap down to 1.3 seconds, and again the little Renault has got a bit of pace about it. So there's your Veta, another another 6.2 seconds back. Bondo in 7th. Jesus, not too far behind here, 1.1 seconds back. Mart, another 17 seconds back. Maybe just cruising a little bit. He might be doing a strategic slowdown, get towards the front of the race, get away from the chaos and the mayhem. Trying not to get tangled up in it. Speedy Double XL then 10th, Popcorn Vectra in 11th, and Witty, unfortunately, not leading yet. Will change. So back to the front. Mattis keeping that gap at bang on 3.2 seconds between himself and Frontsau. He's having to drive the life out of that Porsche. I say that as he just increases the gap through there. 3.5 seconds. Maybe a tiny little bit of a wobble there for Frontsau. Maybe pushing a bit too hard, trying to bring that gap down. Tail end gets a bit happy. It's a big, long car, the BMW. Porsche is just working here for Mattis. 3.4 seconds lead. I'll be happy to see those headlights further off in the distance for sure. Running out of corners now as well for Frontsau. Got a lap. Now again, 3.8 seconds. Again, Mattis finds a little bit of time down here. What is the top speed going to say of the Porsche? Let's have a look. Versus the BMW. So it drops it into 6th. Still got 3.6 second lead. 173, 175. Just 178, 179. BMW a couple of miles an hour faster on the straight. That time will come down, but the Porsche seems to be able to hold its own a tiny bit better in the curves. Yeah, the BMW chopping into that time now on that straight. Almost a full second he took out of Mattis's time. 4 or 5 miles an hour faster maybe down that back straight. Visibly closer on track now. Mattis has got to do it all over again. One more lap to go then. Frontsau second. Ace Killer into 3rd. Maybe not. He'll stay ahead of Singularis and Piwo, but he'll be under pressure from those two for a few corners. Renault as well, still closing up on Singularis. Renault looking pretty good. Your Beta 6th then, still not too far back himself. Drifting that Porsche through there. Oh, almost loses it. Picks it back up though. Jesus, into 7th. Again, getting tangled up early on in both races tonight so far. He won't be happy in the cockpit of that Porsche for sure. Bondo, no! On the grass. Oh no, dirty tyres, trying to hang on to it. He does just. Loses him all sorts of time though. He's now got Popkind closing up on him due to that. So what is he, 5.15 seconds behind him. Bondo's running slow. He's doing the strategic hang about, get a better result. And Bondo in 9th, unless he's just giving it up, I don't know. Speedy Double XL goes through. Mark's going to be the next driver that catches up to potentially pass him. And there is Witty, not leading. Oh, Frontsau has absolutely binned it somewhere. Oh my god, and he's gone and done it again. Oh my god. He's absolutely messed that right up. So, from a 2.7 second gap between himself and Mattes race leader, he's now in 6th position. All sorts of dents over that BMW, and nobody on track really to have any kind of race with. It's all gone wrong for him for fronts out. Let's get ourselves back up then. So that gives Mattes on this final lap 11.1 seconds lead. Nobody now in his rearview mirrors to bother him. He's just got to keep it on that black stuff. Oh God. Thank God that was a glitch. This happened last week with Pivo, didn't it? But yeah, he's just got to do the thing I've just said without saying it again, because it might make him crash, because that seems to happen. And he's still pulling time over Ace Killer. It's another half a second over him since we've just seen him. Ace Killer as well, pretty clear at the moment, 2.4 seconds ahead of Singularis. He's still got a mirror full of Pivo. These two have been at it for the last couple of laps, to be honest. Another 4.5 back to your Veta in 5th. Fronts out in that 6th position, 8.3 seconds behind your Veta. 11 seconds ahead of Jesus. Again, getting tangled up with a couple of drivers early on. Speedy Double XL in 8th. Hotkind 9th. Mart 10th. Witty into 11th. And Bondo properly hanging about. He definitely wants the front of this race. We might still not see Witty cross the line. Just understand that. Even though he's up a position. It's all about that timer. Looking good for Mattes though in race 2. Apart from having to get past Witty, who led the race for half a lap. Remember that. He's pretty much had it in the bag. A few of the faster drivers have obviously been tucked at the back of the pack for the first half a lap or so while they were battling their way through, and that just gave Mattes enough time to make a bit of an escape. Ace Killer pulls a little bit more time over Singularis and Pivo. That gap opens up a tiny bit as well. Pivo loses a bit of time to Singularis. Wants to be closing back up though, get right on his tail before they hit that Dottinger straight. It's one of the best places for the overtake. Singularis pushing the Porsche through there. But look at this, Mattes then onto the back straight now. 11.7, 11.8 seconds lead. It's about 180, 181 at top speed. So a little bit of a jing through the bottom of the hill, and they go to 174, 176, 177, 78, 79. Quite. Gearbox set up a little bit slower than for Ace Killer. Front house was a tiny bit quicker. There is Mattes then, just this last corner to go. Don't bin it. And he does it very careful through there and across the line to take race 2 win tonight then. 12.3 seconds in the end. Ace Killer up to the line. Decent race for him, ending up 2nd position. A few mistakes and incidents and accidents have helped out along the way, but still, nonetheless. Singularis takes 3rd, then Pivo unable to get past him. He has to take 4th. Your Veta closed that gap up. He comes home in 5th. Frontsal will take 6th. It's going to be a mid-pack start for him in race 3. Yeah, so closing up. He was in 2nd, closing up on the leader, Mattes. Then all of a sudden he wasn't. He was in 6th. Jesus takes 7th position. Again, been tangled up in both races tonight. Hotkind Vectra in 8th. been up and down the field. Drivers coming and going and stopping and starting. The Speedy XL has been up and down as well a little bit. Mart got nudged off by Frontsau early on. And has just been cruising around for the last lap or so. Whitty in 11th. And Bondo still parked up. Come on, Whitty. Come on, Whitty. If Whitty does it, I promise you I'll have a shot of whiskey without Coke after this stream. Come on, Whitty. What do you mean my mic is set to the built-in one? Not on that. I've turned it off. It shouldn't be. It should be this. Hold on. Let me put that somewhere. Don't say things like that, Track Fury. Look, see, that's right there. That's fine. That's right there. It's fine. It's not there. It's not there. Look, it's not on the pad. I need that. I did have to say, this mic does make it sound very, very tinny, to be honest. I keep talking about getting a new mic, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I've got to change with it. Maybe the shape of it with a hammer. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. I don't know, but let's just have a look then. What do we need to do with the old... Is that going to give me anything? I don't know. I haven't got any of that. Don't need to turn off the accessories. Oh. Yeah, again, I don't know. I thought I had both mics on, so that's why it was a bit janky, but I don't know. Because look, it doesn't seem to change when I'm chucking this around, does it? Or does it? I don't know. Does it get louder? Does it get quieter? Or is it just this being a bit... Oh, I nearly said a naughty word then. Being a bit crap. Okay, so... lobby destruction. I appreciate it, Drac. I do appreciate it, but I think it's more down to this. It cost me a fair amount of money as well. I was expecting it's always sounded a bit tinny, to be honest. Sorry, BMW GT. That's, you know, the way it is. Right, have we got... No, we haven't got... Aha, yes we have. Tap it, there we go. Or maybe it is that. Hold on, let me just... I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. Is it that? Is it this? I don't know. Help! Okay, what's been going on in the chat? Who's coming and going? Yeah, there's me. Yeah, Front Sound Mar. Yeah, Witty. Yes, come on, Witty. Ace Killer, Singularis. Nice. Scobar has joined the room. All right. Your Vater. Jesus has found us. Pivo's back in. Have to see what that guy's like. Nice. Scobar. I'm on PC. The PC's down there. And this is plugged in via a great big cable. Yeah, well, hold on. I'm gonna, well, we've got like 10 seconds. Let me just, where's that? There it is. Let me yank that out. You know what? You're right. Because down here in my hand that you can't see is the USB for that. So why ain't that working? Does that pick anything else up? Oh my god. No wonder it sounds janky. It's my HyperX. Why is it picking up the controller pad? Don't like it. How do I turn that off? Doesn't help anyway because I've got to find this thing. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to need some post-stream sessioning. But that can't be a default mic. That can't be a default. What? Default for the PlayStation? Then I've got to turn the PlayStation mic off. How do I do that? How do I bloody do that? Huh? I can't do it. Oh, sound. Let's have a look. No. Don't know. OBS says that it's my HyperX, which is actually these, but it's not. I just kept the name. Didn't actually change it. Maybe that's the problem. But it all says it's on and working. Hold on, maybe I can try a bit of that. What's that sound like? Sure. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It does sound empty. It sounds hollow. Again, I don't know. I don't know enough about this crap. Just made it work. Okay, did we get a time for... No. No time for race 3 yet. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to import the mic. How do I do that again? Let's see. Chat box, alert box, media file. Is it a media file? Video and audio. Audio input capture. That's what we want to find. Oh shit. We're not going to get to look at that though. maybe we are. How's that? That's working now. Flipping heck. Faff with it. It's back now, right? Tell me it's back. Tell me it's back. Oh. Bondo under pressure now. Mar all over the back of him. That's a fast section as well. Carrying a little bit more speed than Bondo. If he holds his line there, he'll be side by side. He's got the inside line coming into this next turn. Oh, a little bit of contact. Overtaking was going to happen. Come on then, through to the lead. Bondo 3.4 seconds back. Got Popkind back in a fourth. Yeah, God knows. Yeah, I'm gonna have a smash about with it when I'm done here. Figure out how to turn this off. Make sure this thing's working. God damn it! Popkind missing the carousel completely. Ace Killer going through. Frontsau not quite able to. He has to stay behind Potkind in 5th. Ace Killer did squeeze through that gap though into 3rd. He went Mattes right on Frontsau's tail as well. Did right in race 2, taking the win. See what you've got me doing now. I'm sat with my pad next to me head. Oh, there's absolute chaos in front. Who's that that's just gone bananas into the wall? Frontsau. Front and rear damage. Nobody else tangled up in that? Everybody else managed to get away with that? It looked like there was all sorts of cars bouncing around the track. No. Just seems to be Frontsau, unless there's a driver behind him, maybe. No. Wow, Frontsau's doing it to himself. Drops from 6th to 9th then Frontsau. Oh, Bondo just catch him, getting it back on track. Marty's absolutely planted in this BMW. 4.7 seconds lead then over Bondo. Getting a bit off track a little bit, Bondo. That has allowed Ace Killer to close the gap up. It's a nice spoiler you've got there, Ace Killer. Right in the slipstream of Bondo, coming into the mini carousel. Still just loses a little bit of time coming out of there. Should be able to hang on to him coming onto the Dottinger straight. Gap's still at 0.8, 0.9, almost out of tow range. He should just pick one up. Whether it's enough to go for the overtake, I don't know. Gap is coming down, but not anywhere near quickly enough. .8. Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near quickly enough for Ace Killer. Oh no, Mike has got the last couple of corners wrong. Just get away without any damage, but he'll have dirty tyres coming around the next couple of corners. That's given the other two something to chase after. So Bondo still holding that 2nd. Ace Killer still holding 3rd. Mattes into 4th then. Your Beta right behind him for 5th. Tricky circuit, Nordschleife, to learn this and be fast at it. There's no traction control on in this one, so if you get it all wrong, you go for a little bit of a slide like Piwo. Sitting in 6th at the minute for Piwo. Jesus 7th. He's got Frontsau for company in 8th. He's made a place up. Who have we lost from in front of you lot? Was it Potkind? Must be Singularis in 9th. Speedy, yeah it was. Oh no, Speedy and Potkind having a little bit of a ding dong coming through there. Potkind getting through though. Not quite. Bumper to bumper for these two. Potkind just got the advantage though. Wow, Speedy. That Porsche a little bit sideways. He picks that one up though. Another 18 seconds behind him. What is going on? Why is things cutting out? Right, I'll tell you what. You're getting deleted. Because that must be playing up. Having 2 mics plugged in. Come on, you stupid thing, work. It all says it's on. It's all up at the right levels. So Bondo making a mistake then. Ace Killer through to 2nd. Mattes through to 3rd. Your Beta 4th. Bondo now with a mirror of full of Jesus and Frontsau in 6th and 7th. Yeah, should never have faffed with it, Drac. Still some glitching going on. Jesus, getting a good exit out of there. He's all over the back of Bondo. Bondo actually, yeah, he's backing off the throttle, allowing those two through. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Drac. Hopefully it's all coming back now or something. Doesn't seem to be janky anymore. Okay, let's get ourselves back on this line then. They're way past Bondo. Front Sal almost taken to the grass to get himself past Jesus. Again, speed of that BMW just a little bit quicker than the Porsche. Is tuning on, so you do get to set up your own car, you do get to play with your own gearbox, that sort of thing. Which does mean you can make it a little bit quicker on the longer straights. Might slow you down in the faster turny sections, but another driver missing the carousel completely there. Killer closing up on race leader Mark, then 1.3 seconds behind him. Another lap after this. Closing up a little bit more, gap just dropped to 1.1 seconds. Versus BMW. Mattes not too far off the back of these two, 3.7 seconds, but not within any kind of danger area at the minute. He's got his own problems anyway. He's got a mirror full of your beta. Let's go and have a look at this battle. Oh, Mattes, hold on to it. This is a Porsche versus Porsche battle right here. Your knuckles out of the way. It's a gap at 0.8 of a second. So stay within this distance to get the advantage coming onto this back straight. Makes up a tenth on him. Catches the mini carousel well. No, he's driven it far too quickly around that second part of the swallowtail. Onto the grass he goes, and that is any chance of slipstream gone for him. What's the top speed saying? 175, 179, 178, 79, just about, might hit 180 yet. 185 at the bottom of the hill. Unfortunately, just that little mistake has cost him any chance of going for that third position off of Mattes. Oh, maybe it hasn't. Mattes going far too fast around the final corner. Brings himself back into your Beta's sights then. Frontal as well, not too far back. He's managed to get himself up into fifth. In that BMW looking quick in on the back straight in race one. At top speed, absolutely smashing it. So Mart regains a little bit of that lead over Ace Killer, 2.4, 2.5 seconds as we hit this last lap. Still 3.4 seconds behind, still got your Beta for company. There is Frontal just 2 seconds behind them now. He's rapid down here. Again, car set up to do gearbox is faster than most of the other drivers. Does seem to carry that speed well. Takes a couple of tenths out of those two drivers in front. They are getting a little bit closer themselves. Jesus then 3 seconds behind him in 6th. Piwo, another 16 seconds back, has finally got himself past Singularis though. Singularis just a second behind him. Still be within striking distance. Hotkind in 9th. Witty in 10th. Who've we lost? We've lost a driver or two for sure. Oh, the French guys, have we? Hugo and VSL, was it? Yeah, they must have dipped out early because I've not talked about those for a lap or two. 2.5 seconds the lead then up front. There's Ace Killer in 2nd. Still got pumpkins on his car for some strange reason. He didn't get rid of those. Mattes and Jorvater still having a little bit of a battle in these two Porsches, and all the time, I was going to say Frontal is closing up, but he's not. He's actually lost a bit of time to those two Porsches and allowed Jesus to close the gap up on him. 2.5 seconds down himself. Final lap then of race 3. Oh no! We catch Piwo backwards. Oh, what a shame. Singularis gets back past. Seemed to happen a lot last week. Hotkind in 9th then with the Aldi livery. Dykeman shoes, is that on top as well, I think? Witty in the Nissan. Come on, Witty. 1 minute 35 behind race leader. Little mistake then from Mart has allowed Ace Killer to bring that gap down a tiny bit. It's down to 1.5 seconds. Little flash of the lights there from Ace Killer. Try and put off Mart maybe. Still just over a second between these two. Mattes, no! Oh, he's managed to gather it back up, but he's got a big pile of front end damage due to that. Managed to hold on to the position as well. Jorvater not able to get past. Amazing that he didn't go spinning around then. Oh, no. He did almost go spinning around. Jorvater then does find a little gap past Mattes now. Into 3rd he goes. Mattes in 4th. Look at this, Frontal hot on the heels of the pair of them. Again, it's fast in a straight line, that BMW setup Frontal's got on it. It's pretty damn quick. Right, where are we up front? Mark pulled a little bit of time back over Ace Killer. Right, over the brow of the hill on the left, down towards the mini carousel. Through there cleanly for both of those. Swallowtail to go, tricky corner the Swallowtail. Wants you to run you all the way out to that left hand side, and it's the best line to exit this second part of the Swallowtail onto the dotting up. Now then. Just outside that slipstream range for Ace Killer. He is losing a tiny, tiny little bit of time. Look at all those headlights in the distance. Not very often you see that many cars on the same bit of track at the end of lap 3. Mart should hang on to the lead here, barring any mistakes up the hill and around the last couple of corners. Takes it easy round the last couple. He has found himself backwards at the end of one of the races before, and he does take the win. Ace Killer comes home in second, then Your Beta takes third. Mattes, oh no, Mattes lost that position. Frontau managed to get past him, taking fourth then. Mattes taking fifth. Jesus sixth. Singularis in seventh. Pivo and him having a real good battle in this one. But unfortunately, Pivo ended up spinning round. Come on, camera. There is Pivo. Popkind Vectra in ninth. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see Witty again. Oh no, Popkind, there's a wall there. Round he comes then, taking that ninth position. Again, as I've just said, oh no. We're definitely not going to see Witty cross the line at this rate. Not sure. Does that make it any quieter? See, I'm trying to cover up the mic on this. I'm sure that's the mic. Or is that the mic? I don't know. Is that the mic? Is that the mic? It still seems to be coming through here. I'm just not sure whether this is set up right. If you can even hear me anymore, because it's all gone wrong. How far does Witty get? Oh, only that far. Okay. Marked on the top spot then. There are results. Oh, hold on a second. What's we got? Oh no, we haven't got that yet. Oh. So we're expecting telemetry, but I don't know how much of it I can see from a spectator's point of view. It's okay, thank God. OBS. Sometimes I turn it on and it's all wrong. It's, yeah, a bit janky. But there are official results then for race 3. Mark taking the win, Ace Killer second, Your Beta third, Frontau fourth, Mattes fifth, Jesus sixth, Singularis seventh, Pivo in 8th, Vectra in 9th, Witty 10th. Bondo didn't finish the race, that's not like him. DNF'd, Speedy XXL DNF'd as well, and Hugo and JSV DNF'd very early on in lap 1, I think. There we go. Okay, Mark's left the room. We'll probably, yeah, we are going to see one more race. One new driver, who's that? Messer and many numbers. We're going to start at 33 again. Okay. Yeah, God knows what's happening with the microphone. I thought I'd been into the settings because obviously I don't think I can do it when the game's running. But I'm sure I turned it off. Now, maybe it resets itself every time I turn the bloody PlayStation on. I don't know. I don't know. It shouldn't. But who knows? But yeah, remind me not to faff with the stream halfway through it and plug in new mics and test things out. That's, yeah. Okay, so Messer's gone for a complete curveball here. He's gone for the RX Vision GT3 concept. So it is officially allowed. Whether it's too ridiculous, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has driven this thing. Witty's still hanging about here. Look, he's still in the Nissan. Bondo's in a BMW. Oh yeah, we have got a new driver. Agatact. He's gone for a McLaren 650S. What are you going to pick, Singularis? Porsche or BMW? Oh, he's got a Lexus. He's got a Lexus. Interesting. There it is. Sounds bonkers, doesn't it? Let's put some telemetry on of some description so we can kind of see if he's far too quick. He's opted for racing mediums. That's there's no tyre wear in this one, brother. Get the softs on, my friend. Nice looking motor, I'll give it that. Let's see who gets on in the race. Again, whether he changes those medium tyres before the race starts is yet to be seen. Attacked as well, the new driver. Big angry McLaren. He's going to bite you. Interesting livery. Sort of semi-spider webby with teeth. Saturday racers, that's right, lad. That's right where you are now on a Saturday in a race. Singularis opting for the Lexus this race. Decent livery on that thing as well. Let's have a look. Lots of stripes. Yeah, looks pretty good, that does. What's this thing then? V12 or something? V10 screaming down here. Very V12ish, that does. Got that old school Formula One screen to it, but obviously set up for the street, so it's a little bit quieter. We'll see how he gets on. Getting it alright so far. Not seen him in the on the grass or in the wall. Nearly. Again, traction control prohibited, so easy to light the rear tyres up on these fast rear-wheel drive cars. Let's drop ourselves out. So we've just got to hang about for a little bit longer. Benny joined, Benny left. Why are we waiting, Mr. Vectra? What are we waiting on? A driver? Well, front side's not got a car. Is that the Mazda? Why did I... Oh, it is a Mazda. Why did I think that was a Mercedes? Because I wasn't looking properly, that's why. Yeah, rotary engine will do it for sure. I thought that was a concept Mercedes. I did. There you go. Screaming down there. Yeah, rotary engine will make that kind of howl going down there for sure. Topping out 188 as well down there. Just hold on to it. There it goes. 6:54 then his lap time. And now that may be traffic to get through as well, we'll see. Yeah, interesting choice. Come on then, Popkind, start this final race. Here we go. Countdown begins. 3. Oh, how's he gone? There's the 2. Oof, into the wall. Right, this is it then. Final race of the evening coming up. No. Yes. Press the button, Popkind. Okay, so again, new drivers start from the front, so Agatact and Messi all the numbers. Agatact going for the soft tyre. Messi still on that medium tyre. We'll see how he gets on with that thing. Messi struggling to get the power down in that Mazda, but finally gets away. Agatact then around the first couple cleanly. Is that everybody through? Nobody crashed into a wall. Let's go. Oh, there you go. There you go. Jesus. So 3 races he's been tangled up in now. So Agatact out front then in that McLaren. He's picked himself up 2.6 seconds. Oh no, Ace Killer's just found himself spinning around on track. I think that was Ace Killer. It might have been somebody else. 2.5 seconds lead then for Agatact. Messi under pressure. That's what we're going to call you, Messi. Under pressure from Popkind at the minute. That Mazda screaming away, being chased by the Porsche. Lars in 4th. Mattis for company. Frontsa right behind him. Oh, big pile of drivers. Your Vater. Oh no, your Vater finds himself in the gravel. Not sure what happened there. No damage on the car, but he loses a fair few positions. Jesus gets through. Anybody else with damage? No. So it looks like maybe just a bit of contact. Oh no, Messi gets a tap from somebody as well. I didn't see who that. Oh no, Singularis is backwards. Going horribly wrong for a few of these drivers early on in this final race of the evening. There's Whitty in the Porsche. Norris losing it again around there. Mondo 14 seconds back in 11th. It's all happening in the final race. Agatac then opening that lead up a little bit more. 2.8 seconds in the McLaren. Hockhine through to second. Ace Killer right behind him. It wasn't him spinning around off track then. Must have been Bondo probably. Hockhine in second then. Ace Killer third. Oh, a little tap in the rear then from Mattis. Fronts out hot on his tail coming down there. Who's that sat at the back? That is Jesus. A little bit late on that apex. That one, oh, Mattis gets a wobble on through there. Oh, he's ended up in the Armco. Gets himself back on track, loses 2 positions though. Probably maybe going to lose 1 more. Starting to open up a little bit now then. Oh, not too far. What is Agatac doing? Oh, he's made a little mistake somewhere, has he? Or is that car just not running as quick as the Porsches? Gap down to 1.2 seconds. Hockhine Vectra dragging the field towards him. A little wobble on there from Agatac. Lead coming under pressure then from these drivers behind. We've got Hockhine, Ace Killer, fronts out. Oof. He didn't have a Hockhine. Running up the hill then towards the carousel for the first time in race 4. Drivers looking for any way through. Fronts out finds a tiny little gap beside Ace Killer. By side for those two. Frontal does get through. Saw the gap come in at the end of the carousel, made the move early, made it stick as well. Frontal through to third then. Ace Killer fourth. Jesus, still in fifth. Now got a mirror full of your Beta. Getting himself back up to pace after going off at the hairpin. Singularis in seventh. He's got a mirror full of Mattis. Oh, sorry, was it Mattis that went off at the hairpin? I believe it might have been. So Bondo in ninth. He's got himself back past Whitty. Whitty now testing the Porsche out for the Nurburgring Nordschleife. Look at this train of cars tucked up behind Agatac. Hockhine Vectra is out of the action now. He's driven himself onto the sand through there. Under pressure from Frontsau and Ace Killer. Frontsau then gets himself into second. Ace Killer third. Hockhine back on track. Look at the speed Frontsau's carried through there. Look, all over the back of the McLaren. Almost able to make a move. Ace Killer off track through there as well. Oh, nowhere for Frontsau to go. Thought there was a gap, but there wasn't. Ace Killer's picked up a half a second penalty for running himself off track. Gets tail happy through there as well. Frontsau is going to be tucked right onto the back end of Agatac here. Less than 0.3 of a second. That BMW already closing up. Is he going to do any bump drafting? No, he's not. Forget that. He says, I'm off ski. McLaren hasn't got anywhere near the top speed of anything else, I don't think. Oh no, maybe. It's getting there. BMW sitting about 185, maybe 186, just pulling a little bit of time over Agatac. He's holding his own against everybody else though. Frontsau has managed to find a way through then. Into first he goes. Agatac now second. Your Veta third. Jesus through to fourth. Ace Killer fifth. Mattis in sixth. Hockhine seventh currently. Singularis, he's been backwards once or twice already in this race. He's in 8th. Bondo 9th. Whitty too far off at the moment. 12 seconds off the back of Bondo. Look at this front out, just stretching his legs up front then. He's got himself past Agatact. Your Vator's found his way past as well. He's got 2.5 seconds over your Vator in the Porsche. Agatact third then, Jesus closing up on him, dragging Ace Killer along. Closing up on the McLaren. Just see front side, your Vator, Agatact, Jesus having a little look up the inside, the door being left wide open. Ace Killer has a look up there as well. Gets himself through without ploughing into the back of Jesus. Great bit of driving from those two. Bit of awareness from them as well to see that opening up and to both go for it at the same time. Admittedly, once the doors open with Jesus, Ace Killer's just got to keep his nose right on the rear end of Jesus's bumper. The gap will stay open. Oof, don't be doing that straight after it. Ace Killer fourth, then Agatact into fifth. Mattes sixth. Singularis seventh, bit of a lonely one for him at the minute. Bondo up into eighth. Potkind has spun himself around, he's now sitting in ninth. And Whitty practicing in the Porsche in this last race of the evening in 10th. I don't think anyone's going to catch Fontow again now, not unless he spins it around and bins it like he did at the end of lap 3 in race 1. Could happen. Could happen. Three and a half seconds then ahead of your Vator. Jesus and Ace Killer still bolted together, bumper to bumper through here. Agatact back under pressure again here from Mattes. Had a decent stint out front, Agatact, but once the faster drivers found the way through the field, he's found himself under all sorts of pressure. McLaren maybe not quite set up as cleanly as some of the others. Porsche gets through almost with ease down there. So you've got a bit of breathing room now, Agatact. 19.2 seconds before Singularis potentially catches up with him. Keep an eye on that time. It is falling though, so the McLaren not running super quick. Bondo again having a little bit of a lonely race, as is Potkind, as is Whitty. And Fontow really. Okay, just missed a move there. Ace Killer finding his way past Jesus. Gets himself into third then, Jesus fourth. Mattes not too far off the back of him either. There's Mattes just 1.2 seconds back. Again, Agatact not out of it. He is losing time to these drivers though. And that time between himself and Singularis also coming down, 17 seconds now. Definitely some glitching going on. Could be your Vator because it's his lobby and it did kill itself after lap 2, so we'll see. Again, big gaps at the back here. Whitty just missing the carousel. So front's out, holding his own. It's a 10th up on your Vator, gets up to 3.5 seconds, dips back down there. Pressing hard, lap 2 then, your Vator. Oh, maybe, I thought he was a little bit too hard then, but the glitch saved him. He was all over that grass. Ace Killer, 5 seconds behind these two. Just found himself getting past Jesus. Jesus still hot on his tail though. Again, Mattes not too far off the back of these two, 1.4 seconds. Oh, he lost a bit of time through there. That'll have upset him. He'll have wanted to close that gap up before the dotting up. Is Jesus in a position to have a go back at Ace Killer? Could be here. Hovering just above a second. Does just pick up a toe now. It's coming down very slowly. 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, but we're going back up the hill. The overtake opportunity disappears then. He does bring himself within touching distance of Ace Killer though. Now, what's happening up front? Final lap of the last race of the evening. Frontow has managed to pull almost another second over your Vator, so from 3.5 it's up to 4.2. Keeping himself above water in terms of those drivers behind as well. That was 5 seconds, is now 5.6. Ace Killer is starting to open up the gap between himself and Jesus as well a little bit. There is Mattis bringing himself back into this fight. Hulkinator livery all over that. Mattis in 5th then, again not too far off the back of Jesus. Knuckles getting right the way in the Porsche. Just 1.2 seconds behind Jesus. And nobody behind him of any threat at the minute. That gap consistent between these three. Final lap, so everything to play for. You may as well push. Gap stayed at 4.5 seconds then for the lead. Frontow up front, your Vator second. Can't make that Porsche go any quicker. Ace Killer 3rd, still within the danger zone really of Jesus. He's not lost that man. Again, Mattis keeping himself right there as well, 1.3 seconds back himself. Attack then holding on to that 6th position. Singularis hasn't managed to make that gap up, or if he has, he's had an incident which has made him lose all that time again. 18 seconds where we started from when we first checked. Sorry, it was 19 seconds when we first checked. It was down to 17 seconds, but now it's back up. And he's now got a mirror full of Bondo as well. Bondo's looking pretty quick here, closing up on Singularis. A little bit sideways through there, as is Singularis in the Lexus. Gap down to half a second. A little bit quick in there for Singularis, yeah, I thought so. Far too sharp an angle. Ooh, almost getting it wrong on the exit as well. Leaves the door wide open for Bondo to come through though. Luckily, no incidents or accidents between those two. Bondo to 7th then, Singularis in 8th, Hopkind in 9th, Whitty in 10th. Finding more time up front. The wheels on the grass through there. Five and a half seconds lead though over your Vator. Jesus has got himself back past Ace Killer, and Mattis has done the same thing. Ace Killer's been in the wall somewhere, he has. Look at all the damage on that car. Not invisible damage as such. Will repair itself, but he loses those 2 positions. Hard fought as well to get past Jesus. He's got to try it all again. Running out of corners to do so. Frontow then. Just making it look pretty easy in that BMW. 5.5 seconds still over your Vator. do anything more with that Porsche to bring that gap down. The gearbox is wound wide open. He's thrown the passenger seat out. He's even turned the radio off. He's concentrating so hard. Jesus, third then. Mattes in fourth. Ace Killer. Damage to his car has run him a little bit slow, so he's fallen out of any kind of tow range of those two at the moment. Might be able to catch back up though, but he's again running out of corners. Attacked. He's had a mistake somewhere, so he's 21 seconds behind Ace Killer, but he is only 4.5 seconds ahead of Bondo here. And Singularis is not too far off the back of him either, so Agatak just got to be careful, no more mistakes from him. He could lose that 6th position. Hockhind 12 seconds behind Singularis, 40 seconds ahead of this man Whitty, who we just find stuck. Love you, Whitty. This is it though, fronts out on this back straight for the final time tonight. As long as he doesn't bin it in these last couple of corners, the win is his. Actually losing a bit of time to Jorveta down here. A 5.5 second lead, drops to 4.5 seconds, still plenty of time. As long as he doesn't make those mistakes. Doesn't seem to do. 2 corners to go then. Comfortably round there, and there he is. He's just got to press it across the line then. So Frontal taking 2 wins tonight. Jorveta coming home for 2nd. Jesus taking a 3rd. What's happened? Jesus taking 3rd, Ace Killer coming home in 4th. What happened to Mattes in 5th? Ace Killer, no way Ace Killer got you on the slipstream, unless you made a mistake through the swallowtail, maybe. Agatak then. Coming under all sorts of threat through those last couple of corners. Bondo not too far off the back of him, but he does take 6th. Bondo coming home in 7th. Singularis getting it wrong, losing a fair amount of time. He was in a little bit of a battle with Bondo, and comes across the line to take 8th position. Hotkind will take 9th. How far's Whitty away? Oh, Whitty's. Oh, Whitty. Let's not concentrate on that. No, Potkind. No, Potkind, that's not the line. He's just got that final corner to go, and he will take 9th, and I don't think we're going to see Whitty again. He's been pretty damn close tonight, I'll give him that. He's on the back straight. Come on, Whitty. Got another gear there, brother. 6th. There you go. That's 3 out of 4 where he's been pretty damn close. He's getting quicker, you lot. He's getting quicker. No problem, BMW GT, no problem at all. Again, apologies for the sound and all the jankiness, but it's my own fault for faffing with it halfway through. And I will do some kind of post-stream, pre-next stream, throw this mic at the wall test or something, and see if I can turn that one off if it's not still off. I'm sure I've done it. But there you go. That is all the racing done for the evening, people. So we usually get 4 races in. If it's 3 laps like that, they do change the format up a fair amount. But I sometimes don't know until I come in the lobby, which was tonight. But that's it from me tonight. I am back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for more GT3 class racing, actually, in the European GT3 challenge with the P1 boys. That's 9 o'clock on my channel. And then same time, same place next week for some more of this, and following Sunday for more of the European GTs. Outside of that, I hope you like what you've watched, people. Apologies for the sound, it was a bit janky. And again, I'm going to have to do some jiggery pokery with it to try and fix it and sort it out. But yes, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff that you usually have to do on YouTube. But most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dart Smoker. I'm out of here.